Hello everybody, this is Trader Max, and we're here today to do an introduction to Novex Finance. Let's get started. Welcome back everybody. Now, I'm here today to talk to you about Novex Finance. This program is going to be all about trading perpetuals. If you don't know what perpetuals are, that's okay. Stick out in the series and you'll find out, of course. But if you do, and you're already here because you know what this system is, then let me give you a quick rundown of what the program looks like and what it does. But before I do, let me introduce you to myself. Hi, I'm Trader Max. I'm a 25-year veteran of trading. I've traded all kinds of instruments, from derivatives to stocks to bonds to Forex to even now perpetuals. And why perpetuals? Well, in the crypto world, we wanted something that we could both trade on the upside and the downside, not just buy low and sell high. Now, there are many different assets that you can actually trade on this system, and we'll go over some of that during this series. I'll give you a little tip that there is a lot of them that can trade through the series and much more to come. I'll give you a little rundown today on the actual site itself and what to watch out for and how to protect yourself as well. Okay, now let's talk about Novex, the system itself, and why it is here. Well, the managers and owners of Novex Finance wanted to build a system that was built by traders for traders. Why? Because those traders know what to look for and what they want in a system. Too many programs out there are built by very complicated systems, and they are scammers. They're shammers. They promise you the world. They can't even give you the backyard. So during this entire process, make sure that you do your own research and you take small steps. Okay, with that said, the entire network here is safe and it's very easy to use, very easy to connect to as well. If you come up to Connect Wallet, it's going to ask you for many different solutions in here. Okay, so you can connect with your email, you can connect with Twitter, you can connect with all this stuff, but eventually you're going to need to connect with a wallet. So make sure before you connect your wallet that you start and give yourself a little buffer wallet, right? And what is that? Well, simply go to Phantom and create a new wallet, and then add some Solana or whatever you need in that to begin your trading world. I know that there's a minimum amount of trading. We'll talk about that here in a moment, but this will give you a little buffer wallet in case anything happens. You make a mistake or you click on the wrong thing. And I just want you to create a nice little easy starter wallet in order for you to be safe. Okay. Now, once you get used to using it and you can get bigger and you can add more money in, and once you get more, then you can go on more. But if you want to use your email or 2auth with Google or even Twitter, you can sign up with that process. But remember that these will have your names and your emails associated with them. Full anonymity comes with the Phantom wallet. Now that we have all the scary stuff out of the way, let's get organized here and talk about some of the features of this system and why it's so important to know that here in this introduction. Well, first off, the big thing in the middle here, this is your chart window. Now, this is brought to you by TradingView. Now, if you don't know who TradingView is, I have a whole series about TradingView as well, and you'll learn a lot about it in this series as well as its own for the advanced side. This is all about charting, how to use all these tools. Now, you may not see these tools on your side, so what you're going to do is you can just come down here and you'll see a little blue button right there. And you'll click that little blue button. If you don't see it, you'll see a little blue button here say Show Drawing Toolbar. And that's how you do that. Now, each one of these has its own little variation too of things that it does. It has its own little key binds as well. And we'll go into this series on how to use a lot of that. Okay, there is a lot of information here with time and just about everything, the order book and all of that. It's all majorly adjustable, and you can change the way the layout looks over here. Again, we'll go into that more later in this series. Up top here is the ticker of all the information about the asset. Now, remember what I said earlier, there was a lot of assets. So I'm going to jump over to Sol. And if I click onto that, it'll bring up the chart. Now, anything that you've drawn on the chart will stay on the chart. So if I go over to, let's just say BTC, which is Bitcoin, my chart stuff isn't there. But that's okay, because the moment you start drawing on it, it sticks to it. Now, a lot of these tools here will show you how to use all this stuff, but just keep in mind that this front center right here is all about your chart. Even all the tools, the order book, and how to connect and do all that stuff. This will come in a different part of the series here. Okay, but let's have a look at the top menu. Let's look at trade you're already on. Looking to go over to markets, and this has a value of what the markets are right now. And I'm pretty sure there's much more to come. Sometimes you may get a notification down the bottom of different maintenancing that's happening as well. Once you're connected, you'll see where your rewards button is. You'll see if you are joining the rewards and partnership programs, that's good. Once you're also connected, you'll be jumping into this screen a lot, which will have all of your portfolio of what you've traded on that wallet that you started with. And if you're very competitional like I am, then you'll see a leaderboard of all the people who are trading, and this is done by volume. And of course, finally, the swap is that you can actually come in. You could use this actually to buy other assets and swap over like ETH to USD or USD to ETH, however you want. And you could use Novex Finance for that as well. Okay. Now, there is a lot to cover, and I don't want to take too much more of your time here in this one video. But let me tell you right now, I want to welcome you to the system. Make sure that you click my link below to come over before you connect your wallet, because any questions you may have, please feel free to reach out to me, DM me. My DMs for X and everything else is in the description of the video. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as always, trade well.